All right, well, welcome back to Divine Rebel. My name is Racey, and I'm going to be doing the readings for you. I do use profanity, so if that is just not something you're into and you don't like it, then just respectfully click off. So we have a lot of energy going on in the cosmos with Lionsgate and everything, Lionsgate portal, the different retrogrades, and so I was guided to do readings. These are for Capricorn. These are for Capricorn men, our divine masculines, and Capricorn women, or divine feminines, if you're on the twin flame journey. That'll give you a little more insight maybe into things that you need to know going on with you and your twin. So getting right into it. What's going on with money for our Capricorn masculines out there? So right now we have the 10 of Swords, the 8 of Swords, the 7 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. And so right off the bat, we're getting this heavy energy, this heavy sword energy, where some kind of shit hit the fan and you just kind of felt trapped or ganged up on or sabotaged or something. There was some kind of shit hitting the fan with Capricorn men and at work, or to do with their money. Like maybe they took a really hard blow. And I'm feeling like it was because they weren't paying attention to the details. The 7 of Pentacles, this is in reverse. The 7 of Pentacles is about diligent work and attention to detail. And so I think maybe they overlooked something and they kind of have to do a monetary reset. This Ace of Wands, it's a fresh new beginning. It's like square one, which isn't a bad thing because obviously this vibration was not something that was resonating with you anymore. But you probably refused to take action on it for a while, and so it came to a head, and you kind of have this tower moment where you're like, fuck. Fuck, like I wasn't paying attention and I didn't catch it, or I wasn't doing what I needed to do, due diligence, I wasn't taking the little actions or saying and doing those small conversations that maybe you should have had before it blew up in your face. Kind of thing, so now you're looking at starting over from scratch. And so the universe's reminder to you, my every story is attracting its vibrational match. The story that you're telling out loud to others in your mind, going over and over, you're attracting the vibrational match to those thoughts. You attracted it. That whole experience, your negative thinking, you let it get out of control. And so the back of this card says, every thought that you think is vibrating at a very personal frequency. And by the powerful law of attraction, the essence of that which is like unto itself is drawn. That thought is now attracting another thought that is its vibrational match. And now those combined thoughts are vibrating at a frequency that is higher than the thought that came before. And they will now, by law of attraction, attract another and another and another until eventually the thoughts will be powerful enough to attract a real life situation or manifestation. So whatever's been going on with your work, it's been bothering you for a while. You've probably been venting and complaining about it for a while. And you've been putting so much negative vibration into it that it finally manifested and came to a head. And so now you're forced to start to look somewhere else. And you didn't necessarily plan for it, even if you did want to leave. Even if you did. But I feel like it's going to be a blessing in disguise. And I say that because I feel like there's a lot of potential in the love aspect of this reading. Your financial situation might have gotten flipped on its head, but you're learning something right now, and it's important. I pulled the 6 of Pentacles with the 10 of Cups and Master, which is the Devil card, in reverse to clarify it. So this is a blessing in disguise because there was some kind of ego death that needed to occur. That's important to your life lessons, important to your journey as it pertains to love. So work or your ego surrounding it, the energy surrounding it was getting in the way. You know, maybe you were afraid to make the cut, you know, when it comes to work, and so now it's been made for you. And you're going through this ego death where what you thought you wanted and what you thought you needed is not what you wanted or needed. What you want and need is right here. This is financial abundance and emotional fulfillment. So when it comes to love, someone is being very kind and understanding, and so this is to teach you, you know, you are a humanitarian made of love, and you are able to share that energy with others, you know. And I think you're kind of taking the lesson, like whoever this is that's helping you, wherever this love is being received from, you know, they're helping you at a time when you are at your lowest. And I feel like you really want to pay it forward. You really want to be there for this person. You're really grateful to them. You know, they are like out of nowhere, your rock. Like out of nowhere. And so the best course of action you could take, be very focused on love. And continue to demonstrate love. Focus on love and demonstrate on love. If that's what feels good, if that's what starts attracting that positive vibrational match to the occurrences and the experiences that you go through in your life, then focus on that. If the job situation's falling to shit and you can really just enjoy and appreciate someone right now, attract from that vibration and then give back. You know, focus on that loving vibration. Focus on giving and receiving, you know, letting the ego, you know, the pride kind of fall to the wayside and allow someone to be kind to you, you know. Look for the good attributes in each and every person in your life. You know, maybe this is someone that you didn't necessarily look at in that way. I feel like I'm feeling this energy. It's almost like you bust their balls, but you know they like you, and you do kind of secretly like them. It was just kind of like an ego thing. And now you're realizing that they loved you despite your ego. And now without your ego in the way, that you've been humbled, you're really seeing that you can depend on this person. And the big thing is going to be to enjoy it and not feel guilty for maybe the way you treated them before. You know, so find out what is important to the people you love and act on it. You know, if you have love for them or you love someone, make sure that you're showing them. Make sure you're not getting so stressed out with everything else that you forget to show gratitude and kindness to the people who are loving you and supporting you through it. Because you do have all your needs met. You do have all your needs, your monetary needs met. Is this abundance like the 9 or the 10 of Pentacles? No, but you have all your needs met. And you're being emotionally fulfilled right now. You're being nurtured and loved right now. There's a reason why that bullshit had to end, and it's because you really needed to feel supported. You really needed someone to help you pick up your vibration so that you can get back in the swing of things and regain control of your life, you know, to come from this place of emotional fulfillment and trust and humility and being kind and seeing how much people support you when maybe you're not as abundant. Maybe you used to be. Maybe you used to have a lot of money, or you were in better situations. Now all of a sudden it's crumbling, and you're afraid you're going to lose everything and everyone, and you're not. And you're not. The people that love you are going to stick around, and not only are they going to stick around, they're going to help you and they're going to support you. So, divine masculine Capricorns, our Capricorn men out there. For the women, for the divine feminines, for our Capricorn women, what's going on with money? So we have the Five of Swords in reverse, we have the Queen of Wands, and we have the Two of Swords. And so with this Five of Swords energy in reverse, there was a battle, and even though you won, it's like an empty victory because you lost more than you gained. Even if you won the battle, it's like you still feel like you might have lost the war. And you don't want to feel like that. And so the Queen of Wands, it's more than just taking action. This is knowing that the things you're being inspired to do, the things that are coming from your heart space, the reason why you were battling with whoever it was over money, it's important to you. It's important to you. Even if you feel defeated, why you were fighting is still important. It's almost like you're fighting for a dream. And I feel like someone is putting you down, whether it's family or a partner or friends or, whoever, people at work or whatever, but I feel like you have a dream and it's being put down and you're not getting the support you need. And so you're kind of coming to this choice of, this Two of Swords, where do I do it myself? Do I just say fuck it and do it myself? Do I really need other people to support me, or can I just do what's in my highest good? And this is the choice you're making. This is the choice you're making. So you're coming at it with positive intention. I feel like you're very passionate. I feel like you might be a little impulsive. You might be arguing with somebody over something that you bought that was too expensive, and you're like defending yourself, and you're losing this fight because you really can't afford it right now. And maybe you should take a step back and be like, all right, well, if I want it, maybe there's another way to get it. Maybe I have to actually try and find some form of income to supplement and help me pay for it. Like if I'm going to buy this, can I sell anything else that can go towards it, and try and find a win-win to where, you're not necessarily fucking up the finances of the household, and you can still get what you want. Like there's a better way, so that you're not constantly feeling like you're fighting for it. Maybe there's another way you can generate consistent income so that you can buy what you want. But I feel like there was definitely a fight over something, and you're losing that battle. You're losing that battle, whatever it is concerning your finances or your work or your money. You were fighting for some kind of idea, something that you wanted, and it got shot down, And so don't be hasty, really take the time to choose what your next step is and what you want to do, and ask yourself what's in your highest good as far as next steps. And the universe's reminder to you is, I want to harmonize with my desire, right? You want to be in harmony with what you want. You want to be in alignment. That's how you manifest. So the back says, anytime you feel negative emotions, stop and say, something is important here. Otherwise, I would not be feeling this negative emotion. What is it that I want? And then simply turn your attention to what you do want. In the moment you turn your attention to what you want, the negative attraction will stop. And in the moment the negative attraction stops, the positive attraction begins. And in that moment, your feeling will change from not feeling good to feeling good. That is the process of pivoting. When you don't like the way you feel, you have to say, okay, well, how do I want to feel? How do I want to feel? I don't want to feel this way, so what do I want to feel? And pivot. That's what's called pivoting. It's pivoting from a negative vibration to a positive one. And when you continue to do that over the course of time, it really does change the story of your life, because you're now manifesting and vibrating on higher levels more often. And when you do that and you can maintain a stable vibration that's high frequency, you manifest what you want. You manifest your desires. And so it's telling you to keep that in mind. If something is not feeling good, simply turn your attention to what you do want. In the moment you turn your attention to what you want, the negative attraction will stop. And in the moment the negative attraction stops, the positive attraction will begin. And in that moment, your feeling will change from not feeling good to feeling good. That is the process of pivoting. So this is the lesson being learned by Capricorn, divine feminines, our Capricorn women out there right now. This is what the energy of the Lion's Gate is bringing in, this portal energy. It's causing you to learn how you're positively or negatively affecting your manifesting when it comes to the material world, when it comes to monetary things, monetary needs, physical manifesting. Okay? This is what you're learning with your finances right now. In love. When we take it to the love end of the reading, we have this Son of Wands, which is the Knight of Wands, and the Eight of Cups in reverse. So you're not moving away from someone. You're taking inspired action towards someone. You're taking inspired action towards someone, instead of moving away, you're moving towards. And so maybe if you were moving away before or doing some soul searching before, now you're kind of feeling more ready, and so you're inspired or thinking about taking these action steps to go back to someone. You're considering it. You're not moving forward, you're moving back. You want to go back and retrieve someone. And I feel like, because the universe's recommendation to you is gratitude, what you need to remember no matter what is gratitude. You fully appreciate the invaluable lessons that life lovingly presents to you. I feel like you're looking back at someone, you're looking back at this old relationship, and you're realizing just how much better life was with them. Just how much happier you were with them. And I feel like you're thinking about taking action towards making amends, because you have a newfound respect and gratitude for this person and what they taught you and who they are and what they've been through or what they've learned and how they've grown. I feel like someone surprised you, like you underestimated somebody. And maybe they proved themselves to be a whole lot more worthy than you originally thought. So I feel like if you do move backwards towards this person, I feel like their energy is really positive. I think that they're going to be very receptive. I think that a lot of the journey is you forgiving yourself and accepting this new opportunity. You love who you are, and new love is all about embracing a new opportunity and spiritual growth. You know, love who you are. It says, you are a divine and wonderful person deserving of all the wonderful things that life has to offer. So, you know, maybe before you were more into the money aspects of things, the monetary aspects of things. Maybe you had your heart set on a certain kind of person or a partner in a certain kind of profession or a certain pay grade, and this person didn't really meet the measurement, you know, when you were first dealing with them. You know, maybe you were in a different place and had different values than they did. And so now in hindsight, you're realizing that maybe their way of thinking and their way of life and love is more in tune with what you want than you thought. It's more in tune with what you want than you thought. So forgive yourself. First and foremost, forgive yourself. Love who you are. Love your journey. You couldn't have learned it any other way. You wouldn't be appreciative or grateful as much as you are now had you lived it any other way. And so just truly be grateful. Truly be grateful for the new opportunity. You know, this ability to be free in your authenticity and not necessarily be judged by this person the way you were very judging and critical of the world. You know, the way that you felt constantly judged or criticized by others, or that you had to meet certain expectations in order to keep others happy or satisfied. You know, that you had to be a certain thing to be successful or be a certain way to be attractive. You know, it was conditioning, and you're realizing that there's more important qualities, more important things in life than everything you knew before. This is like an awakening. This is like a huge epiphany, perspective shifting moment with this energy from Lionsgate for you, divine feminine Capricorns. You know, this is where, you know, you're turning around and saying, I understand now. I didn't understand before. And I get it now. And I'm grateful. And I'm ready. You know, taking these action steps, it's going to say volumes. You know, actions speak louder than words. And I think that this person, whoever they are, is just going to really appreciate that. I think they're going to really appreciate that. And I think they're going to actually welcome you with open arms, like what took you so long. You know, it's kind of romantic, you know, despite, I feel like it's the country boy and the city girl, you know, kind of scenario where she was all about this high-speed life, this material life, and, you know, and all of these fast lane kind of things. And she was like, well, what the heck am I going to do in the country with nothing but grass and dirt out here? You know what I mean? Like, what is there to do? There's nothing to do. And now it's almost like they're embracing the stillness, they're embracing their true nature, they're embracing love and the quiet and the slow, and not getting so wrapped up in all the drama and the hype of life, and really appreciating the release of stress and anxiety and cultural society norms and the paradigm. You know, it's freedom. It's a breath of fresh air, and I feel like that's the energy that the Capricorn feminines can manifest. You know, with all this cosmic stuff going on, I feel like they can definitely manifest something beautiful, something beautiful. So with that said, if anybody, you know, would like a more personal, private reading, you can find me on Facebook. My business page is Divine Rebel Readings. You can also find me, I work with a Facebook group, a team of readers and healers that are amazing. And we run and do lives and different things that are complementary, different readings and healings via the group Readings, Healings, and Pathways. That's the group that we run out of. There's, I believe, a team of 7 of us now, and we have, we help other readers and healers kind of come into their own with their gifts. And we have a bunch of them being featured this month for August, letting them get their feet wet, in the big groups going live. So if anybody wants to check us out, and all that we're doing, we're at the Readings, Healings, and Pathways group on Facebook. And like I said, you can find my personal page. It's Divine Rebel Readings. And you can see all the different services I offer, including the You Call It pricing for the private personal reads. So make sure that you guys subscribe. The channel is brand new, so anytime I feel guided, to pull cards for you, I'm going to be posting a lot. So make sure you subscribe so you get the notifications, and always, of course, like and share, spread this kind of advice and insight to other people who can use it. And love and light, guys. Until next time, love each other and yourselves. Bye.